easy to use. Done shilling for the game. Let's show you what it's all about here. So it looks like I have not beaten the game on my computer yet, although I have beaten it several times on my phone. I've unlocked several characters here, but we'll play with just the default Tony, the standard Nubby experience. So we aim our guy Nubby, he's this frog, and we try to pop a certain number of pegs here. So our goal is on the right side. Here we need 12 points in order to surpass the round goal. And we got 23, which was not enough to surpass it more than once. For the number of times that you surpass the round goal, you get an additional coin and you get a ball back if you had previously sent those balls without meeting the goal. So the coins are important to buy items. These items are going to affect how you play the game and how your points are scored. So this finger puppet is a nice early game item. It gives points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. Well, the numbers on the board go up, but the number of times that Nubby bounces does not necessarily go up. So as our goal increases, this becomes less useful. Now, this item is the inverse. If we pop 10 pegs, the lowest number peg gives points equal to 10 times its number. If the lowest is 64 or less, it will give 1,000 points instead. So I like this one, especially early on, and we can afford it. So we'll call that a win and move on. You can also save some of these options for later, so I like the straw. So we'll save the straw for next time. It means it'll be in the same shop. You can also re-roll the items around it, and it does the same thing. This will stay put. So we'll aim at the highest peg first. That is how you are. And we got, of course, there 1,000 points. Especially early on, popping the highest number peg is truly the only way to meet the goal. Now this is a special round. It doesn't say anymore, but if we click or if we hit these golden pegs here, we get a little bit of gold that we get to use for buying items in the shop. And we're collecting a lot of gold, but what that means is that our goal is increasing much more quickly as well. I like this void perk, and we have a lot of money, so when Nubby dies, that is when your ball exits the bottom of the screen. You force trigger the item in slot 7 2 times for each empty inventory slot. So we'll be looking to unlock these. In addition to just throwing the ball, there is this jumble option. So you can try to get your numbers in a more advantageous place here, which is helpful. So we are going to buy out all of the item slots. We'll go ahead and grab our straw as well. We want our straw. And we can check out the cafe. The cafe opens once you have opened all the item slots. Here we can stock a random rare food item, and hopefully we can afford it. So this will mimic the last eaten food item, which was a kidney bean. So this should unlock a random thing. Randomizes all items in your inventory. Good luck. This seems terrible, but just for the meme, let's do it. Okay, force the trigger, the item to the left of me. You can reroll in here one time. Alright, now we'll still get quite a few because this triggers when Nubby dies, and it activates the uranium rod. So we are just barely reaching this goal. This means we are unlikely to get our investment back on this item. We're lucky that was a gold round though. See here, the highest number is right up at the top, so it's pretty easy to hit that a few times and meet the goal just outright. Not relying on any cheese there to do anything special. Here the highest peg is a little too far to the outside. I like to play toward the middle so that I can, see what's going on. Here is the Grabotron. I don't feel like playing the Grabotron. Sorry. The Grabotron just gives you like a random item for 6 gold, which like on average is a discount, but you don't get to choose what it is or anything like that, so to me it's just not worth it. Yeah, I don't know if we'll make it on this round. Oh, we did. Shockingly. Aim at the highest number and let it rip. So you can see already this gets kind of silly. We'll go ahead and grab these disguise glasses. When you pop the highest peg, it pops 2 random pegs. It seems pretty nice. And then the cactus is okay as far as items go. We won't get, if we do this, that huge burst of uranium rods that we got in the previous round, but that's okay. Oh, I like this Yeti a lot. We're gonna sell this cactus we just bought to buy the Yeti instead. Every peg will give points equal to 15% of their number. So that's pretty nice. And then I like this evil goose strategy. And having pegs, like there's something like a mechanic where you can like cause the value, the number on a peg to be halved, and that can trigger a lot of interesting things. The croissant perk is pretty good, but we have no money. So we'll just start popping pegs and seeing how we do here. I wonder if this, triggering this would be better than triggering this. It's hard to say. This is what's sort of like a boss level power outage. If one of these gets popped fully, it deactivates one of your items. Let's do this. 20 pegs pop, force trigger all items that summon something. So, I believe this counts as a summon, this uranium rod, but I'm not totally sure about that. And it looks like no. You can see we popped 66 numbers, 66 pegs, but it didn't summon any additional things for us. So that's good to know. I'm used to playing on my phone, so I'll like point a direction, and then if I don't like it, I'll click with my other finger. That's how you would cancel a shot on the in the mobile version. I think we had a pretty good inventory, and then we went for the meme. Kind of messed it up a bit. Okay, I do like the evil goose. It's still good, but pops 2 random pegs twice, these disguise glasses. When we pop the highest numbered peg, which we could conceivably do multiple times in a round. So, here for instance, we will at least twice do that. This is just, this is just when the highest peg is popped. Now this is a special item, or round. If you hit this, it pops the highest numbered peg. This is not looking too good. I wonder if these disguise glasses would be better here. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna sell this E-block because triggering it an extra 15% at one additional time. This should trigger 6 times. This triggered 9 times. That actually is pretty worthwhile. But I think we'd rather do this for the disguise glasses, so let's give that a try this round. They seem to work out pretty good. Every 1 second, force trigger 1 random item, or force trigger the item in slot 7 1 time for every 10 food items you've consumed. This is a better long-term option, I think, and we're just fully delusional, believing we're gonna get to the end of the game here. As we're currently playing. Wow, we've got Evil Goose Time Deluxe. I like to have the seal and the goose at the same time. So I am going to take the seal, and then do I sell this to buy 2 geese? I think I should sell this to buy 2 geese. This is crazy. I absolutely should not be doing this. Alright. Well then, this is what we have. I like the straw as well. Cafe, nothing we can buy. Alright, we still want to try to pop the highest peg, right? No, it doesn't really matter. In fact, it kind of behooves us not to, because what we get as a percentage is lower when we do that. Okay, that's not bad. So the seal, when we pop a certain number of pegs, it counts as having, like taking a peg in half, but it doesn't actually do that, so it's helpful for us to use peg halving effects. And I'm just mispronouncing halving for clarity's sake. But when we halve these pegs, it activates the goose, and that is that all points give equal to the number on the lowest peg, which is going to be 1, unfortunately, in that instance. Now here's another option that has the chance to double or half pegs. And I think I like that. I think we kind of need something like that in our strategy to help us out here. I don't know why I keep checking the cafe. I think the lowest cost item in there is 3 gold. Anyway. So we have multiple ways now to have these pegs. One with the dinosaur and one with the seal. And we are still meeting our round goals, which is very good. We're not getting a ton of money like we were before. And you know, maybe I should have taken the the turtle again, but we didn't. That's okay. Let's see if we can do a cheeky reroll. Oh, look at this. This is a 33% chance to add 1 additional trigger. That's not bad. Can we afford it? We can. Alright, and we'll have to start eating food items soon to make use of this perk book that we picked up here. Alright, now this one, if you pop this peg, it turns all other pegs into the value of that peg. So we want to avoid that if we can. When a peg is fully popped, a 40% chance to force trigger the items in slot 3, or every 1.5 seconds, force trigger all non-upgraded items. So our last round doesn't say how long we lasted, but I think this ray gun perk is a little better as you move on in the game. it's less likely for you to fully pop a peg, but in that case we did. Alright, 8192 is our highest peg here. We barely met that round goal. I got some very lucky bounces. So the most fun part of this game is when you just absolutely break the scoring system and you start earning like a number of points you can't even like fathom anymore. I wonder if I should get another goose. Lowest peg. See, I'm just not interested in that, truly. Can't afford anything here, nor here. Should we get another goose? We would trigger this happy seal one last time, but we would get potentially more goose action, so let's go for it. Alright, that was not phenomenal. But we're getting some goose procs here. We only have one empty slot, so our E block is not getting triggered very much. This gourmet peg is going to pay off if we can get to the point where we have items, and money for food. 15 pegs pop, force trigger all X popped items. That's nice for this seal. And that's it, but the seal is kind of the crux of our strategy at this moment. Let's see if we can bounce this in. There we go. We hit the highest peg there. Pretty nice. Not bad, not bad. Something I really like is to take this broken socket and attach it to the goose, because the goose just procs a ton. But in this case, the dino is proccing more. So why don't we take this dino? We'll give up on this draw for now. We'll try to later unlock an upgrade for our socket here. I'm realizing I could have sold this extra goose, but no real point doing that now. Alright, we are going to force trigger the item in slot 3, the evil goose. So this triggered 3 times. Oh, it's when the item to the right of it triggers. Of course. Misunderstood. I'm putting that on the wrong side a lot. There we go. That's getting some coins going now. Alright. I'm feeling better about our mistakes of the past. If you are enjoying this gameplay, I recommend you get this game. If you are thinking I'm doing a really bad job, I recommend you get this game and play it the way you want to play it, because it is a lot of fun. I think I need something that pops the lowest peg so that I'm not getting just like all of these double the lowest peg twice. We are getting some money here, which is excellent. Really good. Okay, we can get upgraded seal and upgraded socket, so I think we do that. Okay, that's excellent. Now, 2 random pegs get smacked twice, so I'm thinking now that this is going to be better in this configuration. We can get a second goose. I don't think we need it. We can also sell this E block for no good reason. But we could do it. It's not actually activating at all right now, but I don't know. It isn't actually that helpful now that I'm looking at it. So we can buy an upgraded goose. I might be making a foolish decision here, but I think we are going to buy an upgraded goose. freeze this other goose just in case, or no? Alright, we can eat a strawberry, which takes our money now, but is an investment later. Plus it helps us build up the perk that we were previously looking at. Okay, now it's working as intended. Awesome. Alright, now we still need something that's going to double pegs. That is the tardigrade item. So that's what we need so that these don't all just immediately clear out. We need them to keep getting bigger. Alright, when Nubby dies, a force trigger all Nubby dies items again. Don't think I have any. Or we can force trigger all non-upgraded items. Well, ideally, we'll have all upgraded items, but right now we don't. So I am thinking we'll do this archaic perk. I typically don't like to do that one, but I think it's going to help us bridge the gap to where we get fully overpowered. There we go. Just clearing that board. I really like this, that when this triggers, this pops pegs, and it just like feeds into itself over and over again. Because it pops and this guy triggers, which causes this guy to trigger. So this is the strategy I like to use. I find it really useful in just clearing out all the pegs, which eventually does not automatically win the game. Okay, something like this laser pointer is actually like sick for us to have. That's really good. Tardigrade is better. So, do I want to keep 2 evil geese? I don't think I do. I don't want to keep this dino long term because eventually we won't be doing a ton of bouncing. So we'll sell that dino, we'll buy our tardigrade, and that's all our rolls done. Now we can start spending some things here. So I can eat this to stock a random ultra rare food item, which we won't be able to buy. So I'm just gonna reroll, and I'll take the strawberry and the rat, and that gives us a reroll and no upgrades for us here. Eventually we'll sell this Yeti as well. I don't know what we'll put there, but something surely. Okay, we have to get enough bounces. There we go, for the seal to activate one time. And then that causes the whole thing to pop off. And then it just feeds itself, but we need this tardigrade upgraded for this strategy to have any kind of longevity. So you can end the round early once you've reached a certain point, and that will keep your goal from moving up too dramatically. But in this case, I really want the gold so that we can still buy the things we need. That didn't quite work. 1x is enough, so as soon as they let us end it, we'll end it. Because we have maxed out at 99 gold. You can't get any more gold than that. Here I'd like to get 2x at least so that we get our life back. But sometimes you don't even get 1x. Ain't that just the way it goes? So occasionally you'll get really lucky with the tardigrade and it will just like, it will go nuts and you'll get like so many points. Should we do this Nubby dies again perk or force trigger slot 5? I mean, tardigrade is what we want to upgrade, so anything that helps us do that is going to be a-okay in my book. Well, we did not get our lives back on this one. We've got to really hope that we get our tardigrade sorry, it just gives us a life pack, which is really nice too. We just eat all of these because none of these can hinder us. Now these can hinder us. Let's see. We can eat this, and it will upgrade these. It creates an upgraded squid in the rightmost empty item slot in your inventory. So we can sell this Yeti, which is not giving us too many points because we're not triggering it a lot. Let's go ahead and sell that. And I think what we want to do is now we can use this to kind of, it mutates into the upgraded version of the item to the left, which is the tardigrade. So that can be our upgraded tardigrade for the time being. So that's a solution that sort of works. And hopefully it will continue working. There we go, we've got all our lives back. And that's enough points. Whoops, I meant to stop it at 27. But the way this kind of escalates, because it just like doubles like crazy. I'm trying to stop it before it gets too high, but when the numbers go up, man, you kind of just sit and watch them. It's actually amazing. Alright, let's keep hitting it. I think we should beat the game with this configuration. We have one more round till our next shop can do something crazy. Let's go to our 3x, which is the last we need to recover all our lives, because if you recover all your lives, then the chip gives you a reroll rather than just an extra life. Now it gives us 2 rerolls in the cafe. We can eat this jelly and get a random upgraded rare food item, which is just the noodle, which is too bad. Oh, we can do this. Should we mimic the kidney bean first? Yes, I think we should. We'll mimic noodle kidney bean. This is just some kind of crazy loop. Randomizes all common items in your inventory, rare and ultra rare, unaffected. Well, these are mostly common, so I want to keep those. This replaces the rightmost item in your inventory with the upgraded version of the last item you purchased. So we can put our tardigrade in the rightmost inventory slot, and boom, now it's upgraded. Now I wonder if we need to duplicate our seal rather than our tardigrade since this is upgraded. Let's just say, don't worry about it right now. We'll eat all of these because none of them hurt us. This gives us 1 coin for each remaining life, which we have full lives. It's another reason to go into these shops with full lives. And then the strawberry gives us 1 coin for every strawberry we've eaten, and that's 7. So now we've got some rerolls here. What still needs upgrading? This laser pointer, I guess, which is a rare item, so that'll be hard to upgrade. You can tell if it's upgradable because it'll have these little bubbles or little sparkles coming off it. Okay, let's hit these pegs. Yeah, I'm starting to think that duplicating this seal might be better. It's going to give us more halves for our laser pointer, as well as the tardigrade. We have a single tardigrade. Okay, now we're into like quintillion, and that's just too much. We don't actually need all that. Divine score, get in 10,000 restock is the Steam achievement we just got. I think we decided we wanted additional seal, so we'll go for that and see how it takes us. Certainly faster, but I think more tardigrade is still better. So you get far enough here, this is the final boss, or one of the final bosses, Tony. Tony shoots lasers from his eyes. If a peg is hit by a laser, its number will be reduced to 1. So, this is a lot more impactful than it maybe sounds right off the bat. But I think our doubling strategy can handle it. And immediately we did with the first peg popped. Should we flex on Tony and show him our lasers are better than his? And we did. We broke the game. And we beat the game. The highest score that you can get is a Google. If that helps, that's 1 followed by 100 zeros. That's why the Google search engine is called what it is, because it's so many search results. But yeah, it's spelled a little different for the actual number. So that is our victory in Nubby's Number Factory. If you're playing this game, hopefully you enjoy it like me. You can pick up some tips maybe from this. If nothing else, this mind's eye button to the left of your items is super helpful. It'll highlight the highest peg. It'll give you details about your how many times your items have triggered and things like that. So recommend playing with that. But that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Actually meant to mention this early on in the video, but I will be taking a break from YouTube for a little while because I am having another baby, which I'm super excited about, but that does take all of your time and all of your quiet, so I will upload as often as I can, but I can't make any promises about what that is, so you can check out the channel. I've got hundreds of videos made already for your relaxation,